Hey, my beautiful angels. Josie Grouse here. Welcome to Soul Awakening channel. So I thought I wanted to do this video outside. It's such a beautiful day. We have full moon just around the corner. And I know that you're feeling the powerful lunar energy. And I wanted to share with you today 3 things to avoid. This full moon is really special. This full moon is going to give you 3 really unique opportunities. It's all about healing. It's all about understanding who you are. It's all about discovering, new talents, new gifts within yourself so you can share them with the world, so you can grow, so you know your path, you know why you are here. Every lunar cycle gives us this opportunity. So let me share with you 3 things to avoid. Now, I've done many videos on full moon and how to really tap into the lunar energy. And today, let's talk about things not to do, because things that we know intuitively what we need to do. We are internally guided. But what if there are certain aspects that will be happening and you will catch yourself before you react? You'll have this moment, and this is really important when you know, okay, I shouldn't be doing this. I should avoid this. This is not the right thing to do. Okay, so number 1, this full moon, we have full moon. This is a harvest full moon, and September is always the lunar cycle in September. It's all about healing. It's all about clearing and letting go of the accumulated energy. So what you will find, and by the way, if you have already experienced this, please put this in the comments below. So when all of a sudden the world reacts to you, let's say you may be completely in your zone and you'll be so happy. Maybe you are taking a walk somewhere, you're feeling absolutely good, or things are just great, and all of a sudden you meet someone who is angry. Someone who maybe just like all of a sudden yells at you or puts you in a kind of strange situation, and like, what did I do? I was just yelled at for nothing. And I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I don't know why, because I felt amazing. I felt good. Why did these things happen? I really don't know. So the full moon is going to bring you people who will be helping you to heal. Okay? So in this way, I mean, when you have, I just want to get a glimpse of Betty. Hi, Betty. Betty's sleeping today. So in the case when someone yells at you, it's your own anger now showing up. And the point of someone coming at you with their own issues is to help you to recognize. It's all about you recognizing something within yourself. So if you meet angry people and you just observe, this is observing reality. Do not get in arguments with them. Do not try to defend yourself. Be in the positions like, oh, this is interesting. This is really interesting. It's because the world, it's like a mirror, is reflecting back to me. So now the question is, if I don't react, so I take ownership, I take absolute 100% ownership, my life and people, and the universe is always helping me. The universe is always teaching me something. When you have the knowing that life works for you, everything in your life is there to help you, is there to correct you, is there to make your life easier, to make you wiser, stronger, better. If this is your belief, everything in the universe is a gift. Everything that shows up for you is a gift. So this full moon, because of the structure of energy, you will find that somehow, interestingly, you may not be feeling emotional, but then you'll notice that other people around you get emotional. It's not that like you're triggering. You may absolutely minding your own business, and all of a sudden you just find people are reactive to you. The lesson here, again, is not to be defensive. It's not to project your anger. It's not to get angry in the first place. But understand, okay, I'm dealing with my own anger. And that's what people are trying to tell me. So in this case, there are many techniques for you of releasing your, let's say, some of these congested emotions within you. There are many, many techniques to help you do that. You can go into the state of meditation. You can do clearing techniques. I have a lot of them on my channel. Meditations, they all work. But understand that by taking action, you are doing the right thing of clearing. You're doing the right thing of healing yourself. This is all about you taking care of you. So it's not about other people, even though they may react. It's not to be, to say, okay, I'm such a victim. People are attacking me. It's like, that's my lesson. Be very clear on that. Understand that this is your lesson. Universe is always helping you, always trying to correct you and guide you. Here you go. This is one of those ways. So number one. Number two is to eat, to avoid. Okay, this video is about avoiding. So avoid heavy foods. This is very emotional lunar cycle. This whole full moon is really emotional. The dog is snoring. So this is an emotional full moon makes you crave things that may not be good for you. It's okay if you may have you can have like a bucket of ice cream today. Tomorrow, you will find that there's the same kind of need, the same temptation to go for things that are not as healthy as you want them to. So be aware that this is not your body that's craving, that's your emotional body that somehow feels on a very low scale. And there's this quick dopamine demand to, I just want to feel good. I just want to feel good. And food is very likely that you'll go for foods that are very comforting, the foods that are, that makes you feel good. I have lots of these foods, believe me. For me, my go-to comfort food would be anything to do with like Italian, like pizza, pasta. A lot of, that would be my comfort food. But I also know that, if I can be on the train of eating junk food for days. And then I catch myself like, why am I now? First of all, the food eventually does not please me. It stops being a treat. Then it becomes some sort of a numbing mechanism that I use to deal with my emotions. Then I become aware of that. And because I'm aware of these emotions, I don't go for the junk food anymore, because that stops me in my tracks, that awareness that something else is going on. I'm not just hungry. The foods that I'm eating, if they're all junk food, I'll feel, I don't know, such a low level that I can't do my duties. I can't perform my, work that I do, run my business, communicate with people effectively. I wouldn't be able to do that. And as a result, I'll be sleepy all day. It's very likely. If you had a heavy meal, you know how it is. You're like, wake me up, you people. So the point is, when you're dealing with outside forces, such as full moon is like bringing some emotional stuff out of you. It's just like all of a sudden you may go through like even your childhood emotions. You may remember some things from the past. And then there could be sadness. It could be emotional, impact that you're still holding on to, you're still carrying. And then the next thing you will want to do is like, I just want to get rid of it. I want to feel good. So don't go for junk food, because you will find you'll be craving really heavy, greasy things that may not be good for you. If you have cookies in your drawer, just as like, okay, one day I'm going to eat them. We're there for the guests. The guests will come and I'll have the tea or coffee. I'll have these little, biscuits. You'll destroy them. Like if you're going through these emotional kind of turbulence, the moments of ups and downs, you are going to go for these cookies. You are really going to go and eat them all. So just be aware, it's not just you, something else is happening. Your emotional self is vulnerable and it's raw. So, right, Fiddy's like, Fiddy had some food and some snacks, and now she's just sleepy, which she loves to do. She loves being here and outside. My other dog, my German Shepherd, today is at the surgery at the clinic. He's has this, fixing procedure, which I am, I have mixed feelings about. But this is what's really happening. We're gonna go pick him up shortly, but I just wanted to do this video. I'm just like, my heart is like boom, 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 because I know he's going through things, and I'm just like have this maternal instinct of protecting him and giving him all the love. So I just need to distract myself from these thoughts. So the third thing I wanted to share with you, and it's about things to avoid this particular lunar cycle, is there's a lot of energy about mother and father. This whole family is going to be the theme for this full moon. Rightfully so. The harvest full moon, a lot of clearing that's happening comes from your family, comes from your immediate family, your parents. So this full moon will bring you to two important figures: your parents, your mother and your father. And as your mother and your father, they're central figures in your life in general. You may experience maybe disagreements, or you will remember something from your past, and I'm like, my parents messed me up. My parents didn't take care of me. They were not there for me. They didn't do a good job raising me. So these thoughts will appear. And they're happening because there's a lot of your connection with your family, your psychic connection with your family is now like alive. It's pulsating in the air, and you're feeling it. Your mom and dad are feeling it. Your siblings are feeling it. It's all now just you are all in each other's space. So do not address these old issues related to your parents. Do not go to your parents with demands on like, how could you do this to me? Don't make these kinds of arguments. You will feel like doing so. You'll feel like they deserve to know this. Like, I really want to put this in their face and tell them what I really think about. Wait, okay, there's time for everything. This full moon, it's not about blaming your parents, your mom and dad. And actually, what you can do, you can do a gratitude exercise, and everything that you feel like I'm not happy with, or something that you really want to kind of give your parents an idea of what they have done wrong. Don't do that. Instead, focus on gratitude. Focus on being in the space of absolute unconditional gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember that your parents did the best they could with what they knew how to do. None of us are perfect. None of us really know how to do things, especially in raising human beings. That's a full-time job, and it requires consciousness. We are on the journey, and gaining consciousness takes time, wisdom. Life teaches you things. If your parents had you, or your family had a family when they were young, they may just modeled their parents, and then their parents, and then their parents, and it's just like that. So we are all doing our best. And let me tell you, your parents do not choose you. You choose your parents. You choose your parents. I can say the same thing about my parents. I do have challenging relationship with my mom. I love her a lot more today than I've ever, was able to articulate or express. And my dad passed away 2003. So we've been through a lot together. And I can go on and things that I don't like about my mom, or things that I would have blamed her for doing when I was younger. But I also know that this is the poison that I'm drinking, expecting her to suffer for something. And it's only affecting me. So understand that these things are real, these things are happening, and the best approach to deal with your family disagreements is to go through radical gratitude. Be absolutely 100% grateful for everything that happened, in your childhood when it comes to your family and your parents. So be nice to your family. Be nice to your parents. Do not blame them for anything. Wait, there will be the time to have conversations, but this is not the time to do that. Goodbye, everybody. Have fun. Thank you for tuning in today. Reporting from our backyard and snoring dogs. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. If this was helpful, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more videos. Be well and blessed. I'll chat with you soon.